On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Contend.
To struggle to win or surmount something.
Examples:
Contend that tobacco is non-addictive. Contend for a championship. Tobacco companies have long contended that their product is not addictive.
Chant.
A simple melody or tune, typically one that is repeated or sung in a monotonous way. Verb, recite with musical intonation.
Examples:
Chant melodies. Chant in the chapel. The soccer game crowd broke into a chant of "Go, team, go."
Credential.
To provide someone with certification or verification of their qualifications, usually in a particular field or profession. Noun, a document attesting to the truth of certain stated facts.
Examples:
Credential themselves by showing their registration. Teaching credential. To get the job, I need to credential my experience and education.
Orphan.
A child whose parents are dead or have abandoned them.
Examples:
Orphan care. Asylum for orphan children. The little girl was a war orphan and lived in a group home.
Cataract.
A clouding of the lens in the eye that affects vision, a large waterfall.
Examples:
The thunder of a cataract. Cataract lens. The older man had a cataract removed from his eye, which improved his vision significantly.
Caretaker.
A person employed to take care of a large building such as a school and who deals with the cleaning, repairs, etc. A person employed to look after a house or land while the owner is away.
Examples:
Welfare caretaker. The role of caretaker. He acted as a caretaker until a new president was elected.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Abdomen.
The part of the body between the chest and pelvis that contains the stomach, intestines, liver, pancreas, and other organs, the posterior part of an insect's body, typically divided into segments.
Examples:
Abdomen pain. Insect abdomen. The weightlifter used his strong abdomen muscles to lift the heavy barbell.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
The branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors, who are well versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Visceral.
Relating to or affecting the internal organs, instinctive or emotional rather than rational, characterized by deep-seated emotional reactions or responses.
Examples:
Visceral organ. Visceral fear. After watching the horror movie, she had a visceral reaction and couldn't sleep all night.
Extrapolate.
To guess or think about what might happen or estimate something using the facts that you have now.
Examples:
Extrapolate the results. Extrapolate animal dose. This predictive model mechanically extrapolates past trends into the future.
Kitten.
A young cat.
Examples:
Kitten formula. Newborn kitten. The kitten's fur was so fluffy that it looked like it was always moving.
Deprivation.
A state of not having something, such as food or money, that you need for a pleasant life.
Examples:
Chronic sleep deprivation. Deprivation of liberty. Losing him is great deprivation to our team.
Regiment.
A large military unit, usually consisting of several battalions and commanded by a colonel or higher-ranking officer, a strict or organized system or routine.
Examples:
Logistics regiment. Marching regiment. The Army regiment marched in perfect unison during the parade.
Deprive.
To take away something from someone.
Examples:
Deprive others of profit. Deprive him of his status. He was deprived of his freedom when sentenced to life in prison.
Plasticity.
The quality or state of being easily molded, shaped, or modified, the capacity for change, adaptability, or flexibility, particularly about a material substance, biological process, or psychological trait.
Examples:
Muscle plasticity. Neuroplasticity. The brain's plasticity allows it to change and adapt based on new experiences and learning.
Sanskrit.
An ancient language of India and an important sacred language in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism, used as a scholarly and literary language in South Asia for thousands of years.
Examples:
Sanskrit language. Sanskrit literature. Some Indian classical dances and music are based on Sanskrit scriptures and texts.
Profoundly.
To a great or complete degree, deeply.
Examples:
Profoundly insightful. Sleep profoundly. The novel affected her profoundly, causing her to question her beliefs and values.
Microphthalmos.
A congenital condition characterized by abnormally small or underdeveloped eyes, often associated with various vision impairments or abnormalities in eye structure.
Examples:
microphthalmos surgery, microphthalmos with cyst. Congenital microphthalmos can be detected with prenatal imaging techniques.
Malformed.
Having an abnormal or distorted shape or structure, often due to a genetic mutation or developmental pattern.
Examples:
malformed fetus, malformed chromosome. The malformed puppy needed special care and attention from the veterinarian.
Ophthalmology.
The branch of medicine that deals with the anatomy, physiology, and diseases of the eye.
Examples:
ophthalmology practice, ophthalmology clinic. My grandfather had a problem with his eyes and went to an ophthalmology specialist.
Pediatrics.
The branch of medicine that deals with the care and treatment of children.
Examples:
pediatrics department, pediatrics clinic. I am studying pediatrics in medical school because I love working with children.
Wit.
A very small or insignificant amount or quantity, often used in the phrase not a whit, meaning not at all.
Examples:
a whit of evidence, not a whit of difference. His argument had a whit of truth, but it was primarily exaggerated.
Congenital.
Existing from birth, often used to describe a condition or trait that is inherited or present from the moment of birth.
Examples:
congenital disease, congenital disorder. Congenital heart defects can often be diagnosed before a baby is born.
Opacity.
The quality or state of being opaque, equals not allowing light to pass through, a lack of transparency or clarity in a person's behavior, motives, or communication.
Examples:
light opacity, opacity level. The opacity of the company's financial statements raised suspicions of fraud.
Opaque.
Not transparent, not allowing light to pass through, not permitting a clear view.
Examples:
opaque material, opaque color. The curtains were made of opaque fabric that blocked out all light.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
aft cabin, aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Postscript.
Also denoted as PS, an additional remark or note added at the end of a letter or other document after the main body has been completed, something that is added as an afterthought or supplemental information.
Examples:
postscript message, short postscript. I wrote a postscript at the bottom of the invitation, informing guests to bring their drinks.
Unconditional.
Not subject to any conditions, absolute or complete, not limited by any qualifications or restrictions.
Examples:
Unconditional forgiveness. Unconditional support. Her love for him was unconditional, despite all of his flaws.
Quo.
The existing state or condition of something, especially in relation to a particular situation or issue.
Examples:
Status quo politician. Quo warranto. The company has been successful in maintaining the status quo.
Scaffold.
A temporary platform or structure used to support workers and materials during construction or maintenance work.
Examples:
Scaffold construction. Go to the scaffold. The construction workers set up the scaffold to reach the top of the building.
Luminous.
Emitting or reflecting light, especially in the dark, shining or glowing brightly, full of light or enlightenment.
Examples:
Luminous glow. Luminous stars. The room was filled with luminous decorations that shone in the dark.
Collage.
A work of art composed by assembling various materials, such as photographs, newspaper clippings, and other objects, onto a surface, any composition made by combining various distinct elements.
Examples:
Collage art. Digital collage. She made a beautiful collage of photos from her travels to display in her home.
Patchwork.
A fabric made by stitching together small pieces of different colored and patterned fabrics, a mixture or grouping of diverse elements or components.
Examples:
The patchwork of legislation. Patchwork design. The patchwork approach to funding led to an uneven distribution of resources.
Underlie.
To be the support, basis, hidden cause of something, to be located under or below.
Examples:
Underlie the theory of the Big Bang. Underlie the current economic deadlock. His bitter experiences underlie his moral principles.
Bedrock.
The solid rock underlying soil or alluvium.
Examples:
Bedrock foundation. Bedrock geology. The bedrock beneath the soil is extremely solid and stable.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
Intern civilians. Medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Mimic.
To imitate someone's speech, movement, or behavior, especially to make others laugh.
Examples:
Mimic a human voice. Mimic numerous instruments. He is very popular at school because he can mimic all the teachers' accents.
Acuity.
The ability to perceive or discern with a high degree of accuracy and sensitivity, sharpness or keenness of senses, especially vision or hearing.
Examples:
Mental acuity. Hearing acuity. The optometrist tested my visual acuity by asking me to read various sized letters on a chart.
Blur.
A faint or indistinct image or sound, something that is not clear or distinct. Verb, to become unclear, to lose clear vision.
Examples:
Blur image. Motion blur. The camera's focus was off, and the image was a blur of colors and shapes.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them see no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples:
Degrade his public image. Degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
A few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Mantra.
A word or phrase, often repeated, that is used as a focus for the mind during meditation.
Examples:
Campaign mantra. Chant the mantra of structural reform. She repeated her personal mantra to herself to stay motivated.
Impair.
To damage something or make it weaker or worse.
Examples:
Impair my health. Impair insulin sensitivity. The accident made his vision impaired.
Manifestation.
A visible or tangible form of something, especially a particular sign of a disease or condition.
Examples:
Manifestation of a deeper problem. Manifestation of psychological stress. The manifestation of his anxiety was evident in his shaking hands.
Repercussion.
An effect or consequence of something, especially an unwelcome one, of an event or action.
Examples:
The repercussion of an action. Cultural repercussion. The decision had far-reaching repercussions and affected many people.
Phenotype.
The observable physical or biochemical characteristics of an individual organism that result from the interaction between its genetic makeup and the environment in which it lives.
Examples:
Phenotype variation. Dominant phenotype. Our genetic phenotype determines the color of our eyes.
Neurotypical.
Referring to individuals who display typical neurological development and function without any significant cognitive or behavioral impairments or disorders.
Examples:
Neurotypical behavior. Neurotypical children. The therapy was designed to help neurodivergent kids adapt to a neurotypical world.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Phenomenal.
Extremely good or impressive, outstanding.
Examples:
Phenomenal success. Phenomenal growth. The athlete's phenomenal performance broke all previous records.